Hello and welcome to Hit the Ground Running, where we will be talking about all things Bedford. My name is Paul Smith.
And my name is Harry Lewis, and coming up on the show, we take a look into a local barber who works at Tams Trims based on Tavistock Street, Paolo, and we also take a look into higher education at Bedford College. Also alongside that, you can send in some questions related to higher education through Twitter, and you can find us at Bedford Media.
Yes, and alongside that, we take a peek into local charities and how the Bedford community came together to raise some funds. And finally, to end the show, we take a look at a local musician, Rich Taylor, playing us out later.
Now, first up, we all know having the perfect trim is important, even if you don't live in Bedford. You should know that. That's why we had a team head out to Tams Trims to find out why the people there became a barber. Take a look.
Prepare for launch in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my name's Paolo Grasso.
Hi.
How old are you?
I'm officially 30 years old.
Have you always lived in Bedford?
Yep, lived here the whole 30 years of my life. I enjoy it, got a brilliant set of friends. It's a good place to live.
How long have you been barbering for?
About 2 years now.
How did you get into it? Or did you study for it?
No, I did not study for it. So yeah, I studied at school and I thought barbering would be easy to get into. And then ever since then I got into it really.
Worked in any other barbers?
Yeah, I worked in a salon in Kempston called O'Hare and Jagged Edge.
So what makes Tams Trims stand out against
What makes Tams Trims stand out? Even me, I'm a unique guy. If you know people that know me, they'll say the same thing. Stay out of trouble and getting something that you want to do in the future. Stay in school.
And finally, do you have a signature haircut that you like to do?
Yeah, I enjoy doing little skin fades and that, so if you need a haircut, come here, Tams Trims. You know the name, Paolo, don't go to him, go to me.
Tax and crack special.
And yeah, thank you very much.
We are now joined with an employee of Tams Trims, Paolo, to tell us more about why he became a barber and a little bit about his place of work. Welcome to the show, Paolo. So what's the best thing about being a barber?
The best thing is work with the people. I've got a good set of people that come in to see me. I've known it for years now, and we have fun. It's good in there, man.
So have you always worked at Tams Trims?
No, I haven't. I've been there for a year, but I've known Tammy for at least 5 years now. And she's always said to me, when she opens her own place, she will ask me to come there. So I gave it a shot, and it's all right there. I enjoy it.
Do you plan to start your own barber at all, right? Or are you just sticking with Tams Trims?
I'll stick there for a few years, get some clients and that. Maybe one day, but it is stressful, so maybe one day, yeah, I suppose.
What's your advice to young people, maybe if they want to start being a barber at some point?
The hours are quite long, and people can get you stressed. But it's all about loving it, really, I think. So if you do want to get into it, you've got to love it, I suppose.
For the people watching, do you have any discounts?
Yeah, if you bring in your college cards, we'll give you a discount, £3-4 off your haircuts. So yeah, if you want to come in, it's space Tavistock Street, and I'll see you then.
Okay, so in a minute you're going to be giving our cameraman Armando a haircut.
Yep.
So, welcome Armando to the show.
Armando. Higher education is a difficult choice for students from the age of 18 and over, and that's why we set out to find some important information to make that hard decision easier.
My job role is Higher Education Admissions Administrator.
I study at Bedford College. I'm doing a H&D in graphic design.
I was very comfortable with Bedford College and I loved it there.
Going to university is obviously very valid. It's a fantastic experience for a lot of students, and many students want to fly the coop and just completely change their surroundings and the people that they know. So, going to university has a lot of benefits to it too. The courses that we provide here at the college have employability and progression embedded. So we have very good industry links at HE level, and we're very mindful, and the courses are constructed in a way where employability is absolutely instrumental in passing the qualification. So it's all really with a view to getting you into the industry, getting you into the workplace afterwards.
If you want to take your education further, I think doing it at Bedford College is a better idea because hopefully you'll be staying at home still, you'll have your familiar surroundings, and also, as I said again, it's a lot cheaper and you get to hopefully stick around with all the tutors and the equipment you have already.
I don't know. I'm glad I went to college. I feel like uni would have been better in its own separate ways. It would have been better for more independence and stuff, but I'm definitely happy I chose Bedford College.
Welcome back. We are now joined with Matt DePont, the Higher Education's Admissions Administrator at Bedford College, to tell us more information about the higher education at Bedford College. Welcome to the show.
So Matt, what do you do and how do you help upcoming higher education students?
Okay, well, I deal with every stage of the student experience, from the initial inquiry, I want to do this course, what is it about, all the way through to enrolment and them actually being in a class. I can help with information about courses, information about student loans and student finance, accommodation, how the whole process works, applying, and I'm available, 5 days a week, 9 to 5.
Okay. So why should someone choose Bedford College over going to a university?
Well, there's a lot of benefits to studying a university or degree level course at a college environment. Our group sizes are typically smaller, so you do get a lot more one-to-one attention. And, I've heard from a lot of students going to university that when they're in a lecture of 60, 70 people, they get a bit swallowed up. And it's a lot cheaper for students. University fees are quite high, and we're very competitive in that regard. You save money on travel and accommodation a lot of the time if you're studying closer to home. But we still have, really good equipment and facilities, and you certainly don't lose out on any of the educational experience because our lecturers are qualified to very high standards, some to PhD level, which is comparable to any university.
What is the easiest way to apply for a higher education course at Bedford College?
Just come and see me. I'm based at Inquiries and Guidance here at the college, and you can just come down and see any of our advisors. I'm based there as well, and we will advise you on the quickest and easiest way to get an offer for a place on a course. You can apply though through ucas.com, and you can search for courses that way as well, or you can go directly to our website, www.bedford.ac.uk, and you can apply that way as well.
How many higher education courses does Bedford College have to offer?
We've got about 40 courses, and the portfolio is growing all the time. We're adding new courses in different subject areas all the time, and actually something which is quite an exciting development for us. Over the last couple of years, we've started offering full degree courses. So as well as the level 4 and level 5 HNC and HND foundation degree courses, we're also doing the top-up years. So, you know, in many subject areas, engineering, graphic design, animal sciences at Shuttleworth College, we're offering the full degree package. So you can actually do the whole bachelor's degree with us, as I say, at a very kind of reduced cost.
Okay, so now we have some Twitter questions from the public. This first one's from Cheesestring777. Does a paid job?
That's certainly the idea. You are improving your chances of employability if you're doing a university level course, and so many companies and organisations out there are looking for graduates now, even for jobs that they weren't looking for graduates before. So that's certainly the idea, is that that investment in your education is going to pay off further down the line.
Another Twitter question from @Kanye Left. Is the workload higher compared to college or sixth form?
From what I've heard, there's not a great deal of difference between level 3 A-level and level 4 HNC. But then when you go up to level 5 HND, foundation degree level, it kind of ramps up a bit. And again, for the degree, it depends how you're studying as well, if you're studying full-time or part-time. But, you know, if you're achieving academically at level 3 or A-level, you'll be able to cope with the degree level courses.
Okay, this one's from Luton Forever. How long do people typically study in higher education?
It varies. So anything from a year to get your level 4, all the way up to about 3 or 4 years normally if you want to get the full degree. We've got a lot of different study routes, as I say, full and part-time. And, you know, a full-time course doesn't necessarily mean that you're attending for, you know, 3-4 days a week. Some of our courses you're attending 1 or 2 days a week. So, you know, don't be scared off by the term full-time. It doesn't mean you're here every day.
Last was a question from @BankAccountSwell. Is there any options for paying off their education fee?
Yeah, normally there's a student loan available. Most of our students get the student loan from Student Finance England, and that pays for 100% of your tuition fees, and you don't pay it back until you're earning £21,000 a year. And so, as I say, you know, that's the intention. You're investing in your future. Hopefully you're getting a job of over 21,000 and paying back the loan isn't a problem. But if you don't earn 21,000, you're not paying it back.
All right, thank you, Matt. That's all we got time for today.
You're welcome.
Thanks. We're now going to take a break, but stick around as we still have to check back on Amado and take a peek into local charities, and you don't want to miss the live musical performance we have in store. See you then.
This is how.
That's amazing.
Milk, more than you think.
Nice day for a refreshing drink of milk, isn't it? Of course, you can only drink the healthiest and smoothest milk. There's no point crying over spilt milk, unless it's ours. My milk!
Heard about your milk. You're gonna give it to me, you little punk.
No, you can't have it.
You scared?
With great milk comes great strength.
Don't forget to drink your milk. But why do I need it? Because French want to drink his milk. Fine. Happy birthday, dear Molly. Happy birthday to you. Hurry up, Santa's coming. We're coming.
Welcome back. Before the break, our cameraman Armando let Tammy give him a trim. So Paul's over there talking to them now.
Thank you, Harry. Armando, how do you think it's going?
I'm quite liking it so far. It's a good experience, and
Yeah?
I'd recommend it to the audience.
Okay. So, Paolo, how do you think it's going?
It's going alright. His hair's quite difficult, the curls and that, but I think it's going well. Just trimming a bit off the top, and it's looking quite nice actually.
Is it one of the harder hairs to cut?
Yeah, it is, because it's quite thick as well. So yeah, it's quite hard, but I enjoy a challenge.
Right. So, could you remind us of those discounts again?
Yeah, so like I said before, just bring in a student card and we'll sort a discount out for you, probably about £3 off your haircut. So yeah, come and see us.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Harry.
Thanks, Paul. And now, more on a serious note, we know charity work's important no matter where you're from. That's why we had a team head out to look at the local charities in Bedford and how the Bedford community came together to raise funds.
There was a desire to do something significant. It's a big milestone to get to 450 years. And so there was a committee and the different schools came together and started thinking about 3 years ago what they might do to celebrate. We've had 10 events in total, so it's been a really busy year. But they've all been really successful, and we've had, they've all had a community aspect. So the art competition, we had 46 schools involved from across the borough, and 1,400 pupils took part in that. And we've had, as you say, the Chronicles book that went out to all the schools. Well, the 450th Small Grants Programme was for £45,000 we were giving away, and we were giving them away in bite-sized chunks of up to £1,000 per organisation, and it was for capital items. So we wanted to attract smaller groups that wouldn't normally come to us for a grant, and to try and sort of broaden the number of people that receive money from us. So that was the thinking behind the small grants programme, and it's been incredibly successful. Well, I think we weren't originally anticipating running anything further, but the events that we've had this year have been really successful in enabling us to have more of a direct engagement with different groups and different communities across the borough. And so it's been a great platform in terms of helping us to kind of get out the message of what we do for the town as well. So there is definitely a desire to do something more, and although still very early stages, and there needs to be some discussions amongst our trustees as to what might happen.
Stepping aside from charities, we are now joined with a local musician from Bedford to tell us a little how they first came interested in music and what inspired them. Please welcome Rich Taylor, everybody.
So welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So how long have you been a musician?
I started playing music probably about 15, 16 years ago. I used to sing in choirs and that sort of thing to learn how to sing for free as a youngster, and developed it especially along with my passion for rock and metal music, and it kind of grew from there. I've been playing for quite a long time now. Yeah.
So what would you say your inspirations are to make music?
I think for me it's all about expression. It's all about the ability to communicate with others. We can touch people with different ways through music, and it's very unique the way that music can impact on people. So being able to do that and bring joy to people's lives through performances, it's a wonderful thing. It keeps me going every day.
So do you play any other instruments other than the guitar?
I've played bass, the bass guitar as well as the guitar in lots of different bands over the years. So I've had experience with that, and I also used to play the clarinet as a youngster, but I'd probably be terrible at it now.
All right.
So are you in a band, or are you just a solo act?
I recently left a band I was in for about 13 years. And I've been performing in all kinds of punk bands, blues bands, ska bands, country acts, anything I can get my hands into. Really. I just love playing music.
Okay, so in a minute you're going to be performing for us. What is the song going to be?
The song's called Blue Eyes. It's a song about busking that I wrote about this my hometown.
Okay. Interbeats is an urban radio station based on Harper Street in Bedford, and we had a team speak with Maria and Paul, and they wanted to find out about how they opened their shop and why they became radio DJs. Take a look.
Right, 106.5 FM. Anyways. Place. Right, we're going to be doing a live interview, so I think I'll pass the reins over to you.
First question is, when did you start DJing and why?
Alright, I'll start on this one, Miss Detonate. I started when I was early 20s, and I first started DJing in my brother's bedroom, and he was not impressed with the loud music banging out the windows, but I really wanted to do it because I love music, I'm so passionate about it, and that's how I first started. I'll pass to Mr. Berner.
Yeah, how I first started was all my mates back in the day. Shout out to Dan Rout, Matt Wiseman, all the original crew that got me locked on the decks from the age of 17.
Great. My second question today is, when did you start your little business and how?
Right, well, I had to, basically I was doing some normal sort of jobs and stuff, and I'd sort of got a bit sick of it, to be honest. I had my passion for music, it was always there, my passion for the music and the vinyl. I thought there was a little market there in Bedford, so I decided to open WS Records. I got a little business plan drawn up, back of a fag pack. No, it was on
It's 16 to 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
But how do you think you appeal to this age range?
All right, okay, well, we're not down with the grannies or anything, We're some crazy kids that have grown up slightly, or not a lot really, but we totally appeal to the kids. We'll play all the tunes, we have a laugh, we have a giggle. It's Berner and Miss Detonate. We're a couple, we love each other. It's what it's all about. Life is one, and we love our music, we love each other, and together as one, we are a team.
And last question is, what events have you played in Bedford and when were they?
Well, it's got to be WS Records and High Voltage, and that was started in 2005. We also played at some other events, which were basic standards, private sessions, volume records. Big up all the crew, the old school crew know who you are. Big up to all the new kids on the block doing events, etc. So yeah, we'll keep it going.
Yeah, man. So you always question in Bedford.
Yeah.
In Bedford, yeah. Yeah, like I say, yeah. There's private sessions, basic standards, high voltage. Used to be the audio transmission crew. Big up the dark fader sessions each and every time. Big up the kicks. And all the local people, man, you know, we'll bring it together. And together in this town, it's a small town, you know, it's a good place to be right now, man. You can enjoy your music, you know.
So we'd like to welcome Armando back after his haircut.
Alright.
So how do you think it went?
I think it went very well. I'd definitely recommend it to members of the audience or members of the public who also see this. And if you don't know where it is, it's on Tavistock Street.
So would you say it was a good trim? Would you go back?
Yeah, I'd definitely go back there. And I'd recommend it to everyone I know, really, if possible.
Okay. Fair. Well, thank you, Armando. Now performing an original song, everybody put your hands together for Rich Taylor.
Okay.
A job, but I'm only singing loud 'cause you can hear me where you are. You're the girl with the blue eyes that I've seen go walking by. You're the one I wanna sing to till the rivers all run dry. Yes, the girl with the blue eyes that I've seen go walking by. You're the one I wanna sing to, staring into your blue eyes. Sick of all the same songs that I once used to love. As the coins fall in my hat, like the rain falls from above. But I can't quit just yet. I got one song left to do, but I'm saving long black veil until I'm singing it for you. You're the girl with the blue eyes that I've seen go walking by. You're the one I wanna sing to till the rivers all run dry. Yes, the girl with the blue eyes that I've seen go walking by. You're the one I wanna sing to, staring into your blue eyes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rich. Now that's all we have time for, I'm afraid. Hope you've enjoyed the show.
I can totally agree. And it's been a shame that it's gone by so fast because I had a blast.
So, I guess we'll see you next week when we hit the ground running.